the recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Welcome, everyone, to Championship Wrestling. At ringside, this is Vince McMahon with wrestling's only living legend, Bruno Sammartino. To join us this week in individual competition, Terry Funk. Also meeting individual competition, the Magnificent Muraco. Notwithstanding that, we'll see quite a tag team combination to open up things. As a matter of fact, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, joins forces with the Junkyard Dog.
People are going to love this bout because you have two of the most popular people in the WWF today. They're just exciting to watch.
Also later on, a six-man tag team match with those very special Hillbillies. But right now, let's take you up to, oh, we forgot one thing. Hang on. We also will have for you the match that we mentioned last week from Saturday night's main event. It will be George the Animal Steel facing the Macho Man Randy Savage. Now, let's take you to ringside.
This is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. To my right, introducing from parts unknown, weighing 231 pounds, Mr. X. His partner from Florida at 279 pounds, Joe Murto. And their opponents from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 280 pounds, the Junkyard Dog. And his partner from Tampa, Florida, weighing 252 pounds, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
You talk about your tag team combinations. Now in this one has greatness written all over it. Yeah, grab them cakes. Oh, yeah. The Junkyard Dog and Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff. What a tag team combination to take nothing away from their opponents, Mr. X and Joe Murto. All right, going to get down now to some serious business as the bell rings. It's going to be Mr. X, I believe, starting things off. And who's it going to be here? Oh, the Dog. Dog's going to start it out with Mr. X. That Dog is something else.
I think that Mr. X and Big Joe Murto, 300-pounder over here, doesn't make too much difference whether it's JYD or Paul Orndorff starting this bout because they're equally so tough.
Oh, the X, the veteran, goes over, reaches for the tag. Oh, does the Dog. Oh, no, God. Orndorff with the cast. He did not use it on that occasion, but nonetheless we see the cast.
Well, he did not use the cast, but he came down with a devastating elbow on the shoulder of Mr. X, and I'll guarantee you that hurt him quite a bit.
Tag is made now. The Dog through the ropes. X takes a headbutt. Here we see the combination of Orndorff and the Junkyard Dog cutting the ring off, keeping X away from tagging his partner Joe Murto. Name of the game, despite how good you are individually, is continuity. You must have the teamwork, otherwise it's going to be a loss. That will not hurt the Dog. Now, okay. Now Big Joe Murto has a Dog against the rope. Forearm and a right hand by the Dog, who doesn't have a lot of leverage, but an awful lot of impact. He can snap that wrist as he delivers the blow. Murto, on the other hand, Bruno, as you brought out before, seeing Big Joe Murto, considering his size, he throws a lousy punch.
Yes, he does. He does not know how to put that snap behind. He doesn't know how to put the weight behind, and as a result, he's not all that effective. If he could only learn how to put some snap to it and put his weight behind it, he could be very dangerous in that ring because he is a big, powerful man.
Paul Orndorff now working on the shoulder of Joe Murto. And Murto attempting to reach the tag. Dragging Orndorff over inch by inch. How about that? Now Orndorff let him go.
Well, Orndorff let him go because they are so confident. Him and JYD, they're saying, go ahead, you want to tag out, bring Mr. X in, see if he can do any better than you're doing. Although right now Mr. X is doing a little bit better.
Sure is. Oh.
But not for long.
X now whipped to the ropes. Orndorff sets him up. Nicely done. Orndorff with X over the top rope. Oh. There's a good look at Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff's opponent, and now back at Orndorff. Orndorff flexing earlier on. He has reason to flex. Oh, Murto actually helping his partner back in the ring. Is he helping him to his doom? Oh, my!
Uh-oh, you know what's coming up. Orndorff is asking the fans for their approval for the pile driver, and here it comes.
I really don't think he needs it. He nailed him with a cast earlier. And down. Orndorff covering. 2 and 3, yes, sir. And the big high five. Yes, sir, the Dog and Mr. Wonderful. Quite a tag team combination.
Here are your winners, the team of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and the Junkyard Dog.
Yes, sir, it all started in the neighborhood. There's no doubt about that. Let's go back to the replay now.
Well, the replay, Vince, as you said, Orndorff really didn't have to use the pile driver because from that clothesliner he could have beat Mr. X, but he put the finishing touch with the pile driver. And here's the finish.
And the referee sees that.
All right, let's take you now to the update. Here we go.
It's hard to stop. Just go way upon the, you know.
One wonders whether or not Heenan has lost some of his marbles when he goads his 2 enormous protégés, Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy, into an appalling attack on Andre the Giant. The rule book went out of the window, and the Giant, taken by surprise, was left inert in the ring with an injured sternum. Andre, however, has already made an astonishing recovery. Here's how Heenan, Studd and Bundy committed this disreputable act.
Wow! Whoa! What a flash by King Kong Bundy. He's giving him another one. Oh, my God. Come on, referee, do something even if it's wrong. The referee has no control. There's no way he's going to stop Bundy or Studd. Big John Studd holding the legs of Andre the Giant while King Kong Bundy continually splashes him. Oh, another one. That's 3 or 4 of them.
We seldom, if ever, see Andre in such a predicament as this. But now, having made a complete recovery, he is burning with anger. This time the fire is within. He is icy cold outside and will show no compassion for his 3 tormentors. Thank goodness I'm not in their shoes. For Update, this is Lord Alfred Hayes.
The category A, in terms of the Slammys, that's, of course, the Best Personality Land of 1,000 Dances video. Let's take you now to 4 of the nominees for category A.
From here to New Jersey, I'll rock you with my cane, you vessel my king. Not a bum around you blind little monkey. I'm gonna slice you like a French fried potato. I'm gonna crush you and I'll see you later. I'm gonna steal your little girlfriend.
Alrighty, there are 4 of the nominees for Best Personality in Land of 1,000 Dances video, category A, in which you may vote, if you wish, by simply casting your vote to the Slammys, the Wrestling Music Awards, P.O. Box 1538, Greenwich, Connecticut, 06836. Right now, let's go up to our ring announcer.
This contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first to my left, the manager, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And his protege from the Double Cross Ranch, in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 260 pounds, Terry Funk. And his opponent from Providence, Rhode Island, weighing 232 pounds, Sal Gee.
Sal Gee, oh my goodness, designer underwear. Those are those cute little red undies that we saw. Well, the Junkyard Dog got a real good look at him not long ago on Saturday night's main event. But in the ring, the man whom Jimmy Hart represents, and represents so well, making reference, of course, to Terry Funk, ranked among the top 10 contenders for the World Wrestling Federation Championship, and deservedly so, considering this man's wrestling merit.
Well, that's for sure, Vince. This guy's as tough as they come. He is a real mean Texan who knows his wrestling, and this is by Sal Gee.
Sal Gee with a body slam, mounts him up again, and again. Oh, yeah! Series of body slams by Sal Gee. And yes, Terry Funk rolls to the outside.
Those were 3 good slams that Sal Gee got Funk with, and I was surprised of a veteran like Funk getting caught like that with 3 slams. But nevertheless, he did, and he got out of the ring to recoup.
Well, Terry Funk finding no friends, no sympathy whatsoever on the outside, as Jimmy Hart encourages Terry Funk back into the ring now. Funk, the veteran, certainly can collect his thoughts while on the outside, and now I would suspect we will see a different Terry Funk. Yes, what a chop. Funk backing off. Terry Funk locking up again with Sal Gee. Shoves him to the rope now, has him against the rope. And look at that one.
That chop, that was right around the neck area, and I think that hurt Sal Gee quite a bit.
It was, and Sal was expecting anything, if anything, he was expecting the left, and he got caught by the right. But look at this. Series of punches by Sal Gee. Terry Funk now. Whips to the buckle. There comes Sal Gee in right after him. Drops it into the midsection. And another one. Headbutt by Funk. Another one. Whoa, look at this. Series of headbutts. Sal Gee off the rope. Funk now wraps him up in his sleeper hold. Terry Funk with the sleeper hold on Sal Gee. And Jimmy Hart, I think, he sets his victory, and indeed, it's victory for Terry Funk. Finally releasing the sleeper hold, which can be a very dangerous hold, actually, if left on for any length of time.
Absolutely, because it stops the blood circulation to the brain, and if it's long enough, that could certainly do permanent damage. But now here comes the branding.
I think that's one of the most humiliating things in all of professional wrestling today.
No question about it. No question about it. And look at this now. Now he's going to try to get the circulation going again.
Here is your winner, Terry Funk.
Terry Funk, victorious. He is, without a doubt, I think, the meanest Texan to ever step off the prairie. Terry Funk, along with Jimmy Hart, will take you now to the interview.
All right, fans, back here in Boston at the Garden Saturday night, February the 8th, the World Wrestling Federation, and the drama truly unfolds in this gigantic main event. Bruno Sammartino, Rowdy Roddy Piper, within the confines of a 15-foot high steel cage, and Rowdy Piper, I can see it on your face. There's got to be tremendous concern regarding this one.
Concern for what? Garbage, man? Concern for a bunch of people in Boston who never had enough guts to do nothing themselves, man? Concern for taking a poor innocent person like myself and putting him in a cage, man? I'm supposed to be concerned for that? Putting him in a 15-foot steel cage, and the only way that I'm supposed to get out is to go over the top of the cage and fall onto the floor, 23 feet, count the apron. I'm supposed to be concerned about that, man. No, it don't concern me, huh? Don't concern me the fact that this guy who has nothing to lose, this piece of humongous garlic, man, sitting there going to come in there with nothing to lose other than he's lost 3 fights to me, goes there screaming, crying to his little baby promoters, saying, oh, please give me Roddy Piper in a cage. I said, no problem with me. I'll go in a cage anytime I want to. Because you know what? I got my AC. All of a sudden, man, there ain't no ace. I says, what do you mean there ain't no ace? He says, Ace is barred from the building. What do you mean he's barred from the building? He's my bodyguard. I pay him, I tell him where to go. They says, Ace won't be in the building. We got cops at every door in Boston, and he can't come in. He can't buy a ticket. Now what you're doing in Boston is you're taking me and you're putting me in a cage with an orangutan, and you're taking my bodyguard and sending him home to mommy. Why don't you go home to mommy? I don't want
Ladies and gentlemen, he is beside himself, Roddy Piper, here on the 8th.
Remember how great you felt when your car was new and beautiful? Boy, what a thing.
In the ring to my right, from Lostund, Illinois, weighing 240 pounds, Paul Dose. To my left, may I introduce first the manager, Mr. Fuji. And his protege from Sunset Beach, Hawaii, weighing 267 pounds, the Magnificent Muraco.
Yeah, Muraco not well liked here. Look at the shoulders on Muraco. Bruno, this man's put together.
It's an extremely impressive man. I mean, you know, he is really well put together. The people can dislike him all they want, but this is one pro in that ring that can do it all. I personally resent the tactics that they use because he is so talented. This guy knows his wrestling. He makes moves in that ring like not too many others can do. But unfortunately, he's such a vicious man that he likes to torture his opponents. But you can take away from him his knowledge, his physical appearance, and that comes from a lot of hard training.
Muraco sending Dose into the corner with relative ease. Muraco, quite an accomplished surfer, as you might imagine, hailing from Hawaii. He does not like this chant we hear now. Muraco does not like to be referred to as a beach bum. Unfortunately for Paul Dose, his ankle's caught there in the rope, and I would suspect that Fuji, you better keep a good eye on Fuji there, Mr. Referee. It's got to be a little bit embarrassing, I would think, Bruno.
Absolutely embarrassing. And look at this now. Gets caught with a devastating suplex, a vertical suplex. And you know, Muraco, we've said this, he wrestles, I think, according to his mood. Sometimes he comes in that ring and he's so vicious, he absolutely uses no wrestling skills whatsoever. Other time he comes in there and he just amazes you with the wonderful wrestling moves and maneuvers that he is capable of doing. He's just almost a different personality every time he steps into that ring. Today he's in there and he's doing Paul Dose here quite a number.
Muraco with Paul Dose. Suplex again, different variety. Thus far, Paul Dose has been, I guess, the proverbial punching bag.
That's exactly what he's been because Muraco came in from the opening bell and he meant business, and he's just been giving this Paul Dose quite a beating. And Dose right now, his leg is hurting. When he got his foot hooked in between the second and first rope, that took a lot out of his ankle. The suplexes, now this backbreaker. There's no question that Muraco could take this match anytime that he wanted to, but again, he is such a sadistic individual at times that he is just out there to punish this man more and more and more. He's just out to punish him more and more till he's good and ready, and then he'll put the finishing touch on him and beat him.
Muraco with Mr. Fuji always looking on, and of course, Fuji himself, give him credit where it's due, one of the great wrestlers in the WWF, still.
No question about it. I can speak from experience because I wrestled Fuji a number of times, and Fuji was always a very tough competitor in that ring. But right now, we're seeing a very sadistic Muraco because he knows that he could beat this Paul Dose anytime he wanted to. He knows he has him hurt, but look at it. He just keeps on punishing and punishing, and here it finally comes. Now this is the pile driver a la Muraco style, and now you know that this is the finale.
Well, that was no match at all for the Magnificent Muraco. Paul Dose was certainly not in the category of Mr. Muraco in terms of experience or all-around general wrestling knowledge and skill.
Here is your winner, the Magnificent Muraco.
Muraco victorious there along with Mr. Fuji. By the way, Muraco thinks he's on his way to Hollywood. He fancies himself actually to be quite an accomplished actor and is looking for apparently a leading role of some kind. He thinks he's a leading man type individual, looking for a big, big role out there in Hollywood. I wonder what his chances are.
WrestleMania 2, what the world is coming to.
All right, the greats of the World Wrestling Federation back here in Boston at the Garden, coming up on Saturday, February the 8th. Now, out of a tag team bout here in town, it's now Rowdy Roddy Piper and Bruno Sammartino within the confines of a 15-foot-high steel cage. Tito Santana, you've got a return title defense coming up here in Boston on the 8th. And once again, the challenger is going to be Macho Man Randy Savage. Before we get to that, you played with the Kansas City Chiefs, and of course, I know you're a big Patriot fan.
That's exactly right, Gene. You know, I've been watching their season and how they've been improving because of hard work, Gene.
You know, they were underdogs in all three of their playoff
Each one
contests.
of them. And the one that really sticks out the most to me is the Miami Dolphins. They thought when they were going through their workouts, they didn't stand a chance. But the Patriots came through, Macho Man. Now, just like the Bears early in the season beat the Patriots, it's not the same Bears, man. It's not the same New England Patriots or the Bears. But I guarantee you them New England Patriots are going to be ready for the Super Bowl, Macho Man. The same thing with you and I, my man. The last time we stepped into the ring here, you got the best of me. You opened up my forehead with my own belt, Macho Man. You got the best of me, but you didn't take the belt. Now this is our Super Bowl, my man. This is our Super Bowl. And just like the Patriots, hard work has got me wearing this belt. And I guarantee you, Macho Man, you are going to pay, brother, for what you did to me here in Boston. And it's a good place, because this is where I won the first belt against Don Muraco. I'm ready.
I thank you very much, Tito Santana. That was the battle. This one coming up at the Boston Garden Saturday, February the 8th, is going to be the war. Intercontinental champ Tito Santana to be challenged by Macho Man Randy Savage. Don't miss it.
Is a tag team matchup scheduled for one fall. Introducing to my right, from Comac, New York, weighing 235 pounds, Gino Carabello. His partner from Tampa, Florida, at 241 pounds, Terry Gibbs. Their opponents are managed by Captain Lou Albano. From England, at a total combined weight of 464 pounds, the British Bulldogs.
Yes, indeed. The British Bulldogs. They are something. A Dynamite kid stepping through the ropes. Davey Boy Smith on the inside, starting things off with Terry Gibbs. Bulldogs, I would think, Bruno, pound for pound, have to be perhaps the toughest tag team combination in existence today.
I believe that. There's no tag team. There's a lot of great tag team combinations today in WWF. There's no question about that. But I have to say that these two are the best around. And I said before, and I'll say again, given the opportunity, if they can get Valentine and Beefcake to ever sign a dotted line down the road, I say that these two are very capable of taking the tag team titles. And I wouldn't be surprised, now that they have Lou Albano as their manager, if down the road they will not get those opportunities and get those titles.
Look at that shoulder block.
Now watch the Super.
No one executes the suplex any faster than the Dynamite did. Another slam. Quick tag out. Davey Boy now on his way in.
Everything they do with such finesse, such quickness, such power. They totally dominate in that ring because they got everything. Now here comes another suplex.
Carbello now up in the air. Davey Boy lets him think about it before he drops him down. Bulldogs are extremely powerful. Look at that. And hooks the leg. He has leverage. He almost got him.
He went from a suplex and held it onto with a bridge. And surprising that Carbello was able to escape it. But again, where do you see anybody else make those kind of moves?
No place.
These two, they're just phenomenal. I just love to watch the English Bulldogs. They're phenomenal.
Look at that slingshot now. Dynamite Kid back in control over Carbello. Tag again. Davey Boy back in. Carbello on his feet. They double team him momentarily. Down goes Carbello. I would think Carbello would be thinking about tagging out right about now.
Carbello would be thrilled if he could get to give his hand to Terry Gibbs. And I'm not sure how thrilled Terry Gibbs would be to come in that ring. Because Terry Gibbs and both Carbello, they're both fighters. They get in there and they don't give anybody a rough time. And wow, that's one way of breaking out. But these two, they're boy, I'll tell you, they're so dynamic.
Headbutt, we'll see the Bulldogs. Headbutt on many an occasion. They like to use that quite often. Now another quick tag. Carbello being set up by Davey Boy. What's he doing?
Uh-oh.
Tag is made. Davey Boy, look at this.
Look at this suplex coming up.
Look from the top rope. Okay, but sets him way up there. Yeah. 1, 2, and an easy drag.
And a standing ovation meant by the fans. They really appreciated that move. That was phenomenal. The fans appreciated that.
Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid along with Captain Lou Albano.
The winners of this bout, the British Bulldogs.
Sensational tag team combination. We'll take you back now to the replay and take another look at it, Bruno.
Well, personally, I've never seen this maneuver done before. From the top rope, there goes Dynamite Kid, gets Carbello in that suplex. Now, can you imagine this height? Of course, he covers him. There's no way Carbello's going to escape from this maneuver. That's just devastating, and the fans so appreciated that they gave these two a standing ovation as well they should have.
And look at the shape that Dynamite Kid is in, along with Davey Boy. They are in extraordinary shape. Let's go back up, as a matter of fact. They're bringing out the stretcher, I believe. Let's go back to the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Standing by now, Roddy Piper. He has with him the tag team champions. Let's go to Piper's Pit.
You have the privilege of looking at the greatest tag team combination wrestling has ever seen. These are the world's heavyweight tag team champions.
That's right, Roddy Piper. It's an honor to be here on Piper's Pit. As I know it's an honor for you having us as guests. We are the world champions, and we have defended them now ever since August of 1985 at Philadelphia Spectrum, when we became the world champions. We're not closet champions.
Yeah, but what about the Captain Lou Albano?
The big fat captain. No, he eats more cheeseburgers than the whole New York Jets football team. And those wimpy little puppy dogs that he's supposedly managing now.
These are guys claiming that they would not, that you guys would not get, wait a second, whoa.
Title, non-title. Give us a shot at them belts so the people out here can judge who's the best in the world.
You have to, hey, wait a second. My boys are the champions of the world, baby, right now. Who have you beaten lately that means anything? Who have you wrestled?
We've wrestled them all, and we're ready for you. Non-title, we're ready for it, baby. Give us a chance. Show the people out here who are the best. Give us a shot. Right on TV.
Wait a second. Are you telling me that you want a match right on TV? Why don't you do it next week, then?
It's fine with me.
Oh, it's fine with you, huh? Let me tell you something, baby, huh? so fine with you, it's not fine. I don't know if I'll think it over. How about that? How about this right there? I'll think that over. How about...
Oh, whoa. Easy.
On the last Saturday night's main event between George the Animal Steele and the Macho Man Randy Savage, many of you will recall that there is a special feeling for George Steele as it relates to Elizabeth. Let's take you now to the match. All right, the match just about underway. The Macho Man and the Animal, the most unorthodox wrestler in the world today, bar none. The Macho Man is going to have us, look at this. And the Macho Man quickly outside.
Well, that's a smart move, in my opinion, McMahon. He wasn't quite ready. He'll take his time, get regrouped, and get back in there.
Look at the agility of the Macho Man over the top rope moments ago now. Look. And again, look at the Animal. Going after the Macho Man, and the Macho Man is confused.
I wouldn't say he's confused. I might run, too. Look how ugly the Animal is.
On the top rope, the Macho Man. The Animal wisely backing off a bit. Now locking up. Back to the rope, and the Animal appears to be salivating. Over the top rope! That's the way the Animal treats the Macho on the outside. Here comes the Animal. George the Animal Steele going after the Macho Man. Oh, wait a minute. The Animal stopped dead in his tracks. He's looking at Elizabeth. The Macho Man. Well, the Animal coming back to his senses just in the nick of time. Again, distracted there by Elizabeth.
Well, I don't know how you can say distracted. Elizabeth's just standing there. You know, hey, it's obvious, McMahon. The Animal Steele is one or two cards short of a deck of 52.
I won't argue with you there, Jeff. The Animal on the outside. And you better watch because, yes, we've seen the Macho Man leap from the top rope to the concrete floor on the outside of the ring. And look at this, yes, all over the Animal. Caught him coming in underneath the ropes. Macho Man Randy Savage with a knee lift now, trying to wear down the furry Animal. George Steele, with a right hand. The Animal kicking. The left foot now, and another one. Macho Man with George the Animal Steele outside, hammering away. Elbows in the back of the head. Macho Man is a tough one. The Animal gives it right back to him in the midsection. One round and round now. Savage running from Georgia. Oh, he pulled it. I can't believe he would stoop so low.
What a brilliant maneuver. Look at Steele trying to manhandle Elizabeth.
He was not trying to manhandle her at all. I think he was trying to... And again, Steele was distracted by Elizabeth. Yes, buckle after buckle. For some reason, he has some sort of fetish or something in the corner. But from behind, the Macho Man.
Now that should be a disqualification, McMahon. You got to figure that turnbuckle's like a foreign object out there, the way that George the Animal Steele's using it.
Well, the Animal, we said earlier on, very fond of the stuffings in the corner pad. And now look, but he's looking at Elizabeth again. Look. He is smitten. The Animal, I think it's really, he may even be taken. Oh, the top rope! With a quick cover! He got it. Oh, no! What's the Macho Man doing? He has Elizabeth on his shoulder as Elizabeth looks back at the Animal. And in the ring, it's Louis Albano, the captain, with George the Animal Steele. And he was distracted to the extent that it cost him the match.
Randy Macho Man
It's coming. WrestleMania 2.
Category A in terms of casting your vote for the Slammys. Now Category B is coming at you. And here are all of the nominees for the best single vocal performance on the wrestling album. Here are all of the nominees. Let's take a look. All right, for those of you wishing to cast your vote for Category B, that is the best single vocal performance on the wrestling album, you may do so by simply casting your vote to the Slammys, the Wrestling Music Awards, P.O. Box 1538 in good old Greenwich, Connecticut.
This is a six-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my right, from Brooklyn, New York, weighing 248 pounds, Steve Lombardi. From Korea, weighing 271 pounds, Tiger Chung Lee. And from parts unknown, weighing 236 pounds, Dr. Midnight. And their opponents, from Hogwaller, Tennessee, weighing 269 pounds, Cousin Luke. From Philadelphia, Mississippi, weighing 406 pounds, Uncle Elmer. And from Ludwig, Kentucky, at 286 pounds, Hillbilly Jim.
All right, Hillbilly Jim and his relatives. I'll tell you, that Jim is something else. He's always smiling.
He's a great fellow. The fans love him, but he loves his fans. He's just a great, great guy. And of course, he's got a couple of big partners. Your Uncle Elmer, all 400-some-odd pounds. And Captain Luke, he's a heavyweight, too.
Yes, indeed. I'll tell you that Hillbilly Jim has friends all over. I bet he didn't realize just how many friends he was going to have when he grew up. Look at that. Give me a break. Those Hillbillies are something. Just downright cut rate. And start things off here. Hillbilly Jim. Look at the backside on Elmer. Is that a whopper or what?
Whoa, baby. Big man. Hey, this Hillbilly Jim ain't no slouch either. He's a big man, too. Look at him, but he's well put together as well. He just showed Steve Lombardi a little bit of power there, but he's giving him a shove from clear center ring right against the ropes. But this Lombardi's always up there to, not afraid. He'll come right at you. He's angry right now because he could even knock him down with a tackle.
Off the rope again. Oh, my! Hillbilly Jim has learned a thing or two. Up he goes. Lombardi down the... Oh, what a slam that was.
Two very powerful slams, and he's ready out. And here comes Chung Lee now. Let's see what he's going to do. Well, he's
all right. Lee now to lock up with the old Cousin Luke. So, two fresh little consultation here going on by the Hillbillies.
Well, you know, they know that this Chunk Lee is pretty tough customer over here.
You think they were discussing the last possum dinner they just had, or a little strategy in the match?
Maybe, who knows? Or maybe they're thinking that pig they're going to roast later on.
Lee is a crafty veteran.
Right now, they better think of Chunk Lee here.
Missing with a chop. And Luke nailed him. And now the Midnight's going to come in. And Elmer's in there. Look at old Elmer.
Old Elmer.
Midnight.
Midnight might wind up saying good night. Look at this.
Elmer's going right after him. Midnight. Whip to the buckle. Look out! Tag is made. Hillbilly Jim comes in over, drops the elbow on him. Covers his man. 1. We get 2 and 3.
And it's good night for Mr. Midnight. Boy.
What a victory here by the Hillbillies. We'll give you the official decision, after which a word on next week's card.
The winners of this bout, the team of Cousin Luke, Hillbilly Jim, and Uncle Elmer.
Yes, sir. The Hillbillies down from the hills and into the World Wrestling Federation. Hello there. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we'll look forward to another tag match. This one a non-title one, but it involves the champions, Valentine and Beefcake, squaring off against the British Bulldogs. We'll have a further word on that special tag team matchup next week when we return. But right now, waiting for you, a special interview. Let's take you now to Mean Gene.
All right, fans, Boston Garden, Saturday night, February the 8th. Tremendous card. Intercontinental champ Tito Santana defends against the Macho Man Randy Savage. Come on in, Ricky Steamboat, here on the 8th. Martial arts match, you and Mr. Fuji.
Anything can go, Fuji. You call yourself the master, I'm the student. You know, everything that's been happening to me is because of Muraco's hands, but it's been your mind, the mastermind, that's put him up to it. For once, we're going to see what kind of master you're actually going to be.
All right. Delivering his message quite clear, quite candidly. Ricky Steamboat, the Dragon. All right, Bruno Sammartino. It is really starting to heat up. The heat is on, and Roddy Piper, as you probably heard earlier on, is tremendously concerned about this cage match, and I see a smile on your face.
Indeed, you'll see a smile on my face. Here's the mighty Roddy Piper, very, very concerned. Why? Because the bodyguard, Ace, is not going to be there. You know what? Barred. And you know what? I made that request, too. Here's a guy who's been boasting what he could do to me, what he was going to do that first show. But who interfered? Ace. Second match, you had to have Ace in there. Fine. Now what happens? Ace is barred, and he is nervous. He is unhappy. He is making accusations. What's the matter, Roddy? You've been saying all along what you could do to people like me. Now you're worried because your man isn't there? Well, all my Bostonian fans know for many, many years they saw me in many of cage matches. He's worried about climbing 23 feet. What's the matter, Sneak? Is that what you're looking? Any sneaky way to get out of it? People in Boston always saw me walk out of that door, and that's what I intend to do. And Piper's going to be you and I, and that's right. If you're a little nervous because your bodyguard, Ace, is going to be nowhere near Boston, that's great. I love it. Because this time, for your big mouth, it's going to be you and I. Questa volta vi dico a voi, tutti cari italiani, che stiamo dentro a questa gabbia, solamente io e questo Roddy Piper. E questa volta non c'è venuto, nessuno può aiutare. E voi mi avete visto altre volte quando io faccio dentro la gabbia. Nessuno mi ha mai preso a me dentro la gabbia. Ho fatto quei meglio lottatori, i più forti lottatori del mondo, l'ho battuto tutto dentro la gabbia. E questa volta quando faccio questo Roddy Piper, anche lui deve cadere come tutti gli altri sporcaccioni, come questo cretino bestia che è.
All right, as I say, things are truly heating up. Let's once again weigh this entire situation. As you recall, Piper's pit of the Boston Garden, then the big tag team bout, and now finally with Ace Cowboy Bob Orton banned. It's going to be Bruno Sammartino, Roddy Piper, in the center of the ring with a 15-foot steel cage surrounding that ring. And as I said at the outset of this particular interview, it is going to be all-out war. Boston, Get your tickets in advance. This one is going to be a barn burner at the Boston Garden, Saturday night, February the 8th, perhaps the biggest match this great city has seen.
A little bit about the Hillbilly match, but certainly there's going to be an awful lot of talk about the Macho Man Randy Savage George Steele match, Bruno.
Well, you know, George Steele was so overtaken by Elizabeth that his concentration went to Elizabeth, and then he made the fatal mistake. Had Elizabeth not been at ringside, I still believe it might have been a different story, a different ending.
Speaking of a story, next week it's official. We're going to have the Bulldogs against Valentine and Beefcake. Your reaction to that match?
I'm thrilled that the match will be made, and I'll tell you what, the only thing I'm sorry about is that it's not a title match, because I honestly believe that these two can take the titles.
Well, it was such a challenge. It was lucky, I guess, Albano's team, the Bulldogs, to get a match of any kind.
Well, true, but if they can succeed in beating the champions, then it's inevitable that they have to give them a title match later on.
You're going to choose a winner for us?
Oh, yes, I have to go with the Bulldogs. I totally believe in these two.
As you said earlier on, as you watched them in this squared circle, we'll look forward to the Bulldogs squaring off against Valentine and Beefcake next week right here on Championship Wrestling. Also, by the way, to join us will be the likes of adorable Adrian Adonis, plus